Hey, Brunei, and welcome back once again to Victoria 2. I'm playing as Italy. I recently did defeat France in a war, though they are actually more powerful than I am. Let's demobilize here and see if we can reorganize our forces during this brief moment of peace. Now, first of all, I'll be looking to, I think, establish a protector. This as he's even faster than cutting down the size, yeah. Let's do that, and let's get our boys home. So, yeah. And do I have any other stacks? Looks like this is kind of it. Yeah, alright, let's speed things up a little bit. Meanwhile, let's get this to 50 for the moment. This was a 90. I don't know why we shouldn't have it there. Kind of have to wait on this a little bit here. And also to see what I can build. So let's get rid of all the nasty units. And that... if that opens up the ability to get to 10 more units, no, only 3. Okay, well, that's not great. I do need at least this stack to beat them. Another thing that I could do is, I almost forgot. Hedjas. Oh. No, never mind. Huh. Let's put those guys separately, and I guess let's just start with some infantry here. We'll need a whole bunch of it. We're doing very well on money right now. Again. So let's again lower those taxes. When will we have... okay. What I want to do is, right before we have new elections, I want to build some factories myself. So I'm going to have to switch the party to the reactionary party at that point. In order to... make sure that we actually are allowed to build that. Well, I'm certainly also going to build more man-o-wars. After this, I'm very likely to try and attack something differently, because I do not really want to waste any more of my diplomatic points at this stage. And I do want to make the best of it overall. I'm actually surprised they're still getting none of their needs. And... yeah, that war exhaustion should then be back at 0 too, so that's also good. Currently I have 13 man-o-wars. We'll see how that ultimately evolves. I'm still playing quite slowly. French Liberation Movement and Jacobin rebels, huh? Well, as long as the increase is 0, that's okay. I mean, one way to at least make sure that it's very low is by having low taxes. I mean, who doesn't want to live in a country where you pay hardly any taxes, right? So let's put this to 70. We'll be able to make do. I do hope they'll also reinforce at least a little bit. Now that's quite unlikely given the state of these forces, but Let's at least also get rid of everything below 1,000. For now. Most of the artillery seems fine, or at least a significant portion of the artillery. And let's see what we'll be left with. We're currently not in great shape, so I would not mind if things settle down at least for a little while here. Like I said, given the limited number of troops, etc. that I have here, more or less just looking to attack some easier to defeat places like Tunis. Maybe Spain could be next. They have some pretty decent territories anyway. How are we on Egypt? Truce? We don't have a truce. Okay, so I could technically go for Egypt too. I like attacking Egypt generally. Another option would be to attack Austria again, but I'm a bit afraid that once we do, Germany is also going to come after me, although they are very weak at this point. Russia might also be a problem. We are over the infamy limit after all. And there is actually something nice about not being adjacent to those countries. Well, they do have pretty good territory. I mean, I would be able to take Württemberg, Baden, and a part of Bayern. Maybe Bohemia. Okay, well, currently, that's also an infantry. Let's send them over here. I also need at least a hussar. And let's switch up two of these. I'll very likely get rid of them. But that's why I think it's good to switch it up now. It might even be that the Ottoman Empire is going to join, because they are probably... No, they're neutral. Alright, I guess I can take them fairly easy then. I actually feel like it might be my best interest to attack Austria relatively quickly again. And that also means I cannot spare too much. I could technically take the rest of Morocco. That should be fairly easy to do while I prepare for an attack here. Again, demand concession is the slowest. Let's just see where their troops are and then immediately land on top of them. Okay, so currently I'm building that. Then I need 3 artillery. And an infantry just to cover those weakened forces. Another interesting thing would be to try and take the rest of Japan. Probably do that fairly quickly. They don't seem too powerful at the moment, so that seems to be a pretty good war claim. Alright, so this will deal with itself. Okay, let's go. I mean, I will wait till these things are built, by the way. But I want at least 3 stacks. The thing is that with the Germans there too, that might still be a bit tricky. Alright, I'll see. Technically, as long as I'm not doing too badly in terms of Diplo points, I'll be okay. But I certainly do have to attack something more juicy. I guess maybe indeed going for Spain afterwards is going to be the option after all. Especially if I'm going to send a second stack over to Morocco in order to take it. Currently getting more Diplo points than... there we have it, yeah. Alright, so indeed it's probably better to focus on places like that, and if... depending on what the Russians do... okay, so let's just leave army tech there and also work a bit on functionalism. Still really want to get that literacy up, and this is one of the ways to do it. In Algiers. This is pretty interesting. If my war score against Russia at least is good enough, which obviously it is not now, then I might at least also be adding a few points to Russia. I will not allow them to just go about and do whatever they feel like. So let's send you up here. We have a superiority here. And I do hope that these battles will go well. Now I'm actually quite curious to see... yeah, they still count. Interesting. Well, let's send you to Nice. Oh, you have to get out there. Alright. I don't need to attack Morocco immediately, anyhow. Now, it might actually be that the Russian fleet, from wherever they are, they probably have their biggest fleet in the Baltic. They're probably going to come over to the Mediterranean at some point. So we'll have to watch out for that. Although at the moment it seems at least that these battles are going fine. I can imagine the Russians coming through here at some point, actually. So Alright, let's anyways see, because I need to get my troops out. If I can't, that would be a big problem. You can go around here. Against them I'll just humiliate, because that is the easiest. Actually, now that I think about it, it's just 1 hour 34 days, doesn't matter. They're trying to get out. Well, that's fine. I don't really mind if they try to escape as it is. Let's actually have these two join together, because I'm gonna land troops in Morocco. That will not be so straightforward. Let's actually do it like this. Then let's do that. And try to get them out. We'll send them out like that, though. Need to protect my fleet and also attack the Russians. Kind of want to get you out, indeed. I think the weird thing about this is, too, by the way, that the Russians are... They have too many... too many fleet, basically. I only need one, so you can go there. Whereas I'm already happy enough if I actually don't get attacked in the air, or if I don't get a war exhaustion. That is, it doesn't really matter what I do. Against them. Okay. These guys are done nice and quickly after this, so I'll be quite happy with that. Luckily, those are French troops. I don't know how quickly the AI can rebuild fleets. Okay, I do want forts in all of Italy proper. By the way. Alright, good. Oh yeah, against the Russians. Do I actually have a positive war score? Yes, I do. Alright. No need to do anything with it at the moment because I'm not going to be able to take it or to capitulate on that at this rate anyhow. I would wager at some point they're going to be able to bring their troops in, and that's when I'm going to have to get a positive war score. Basically taking some naval regions here like Crimea or Cherson, which has Cherson here. Cherson is probably better. How big is the Cherson region? Oh, it has Odessa, right. But Performance, yeah, it's a lot better than this, but it probably also costs more. Well, that's not important for now, either way. Like I said, if I can't attack anyhow, then... Yep. Well... I'm currently building on artillery, so let's actually build a hussar in here. Expand on all the railroads and build a naval base. How long before I can attack? 87 days. Sure. I need to do as much as possible in as little time as possible before the great powers could potentially attack me again. Because at that point, I'm again dangerously exposed and things will become tricky again. Seems like they put a bigger fleet out there this time. Means I have to escape. But they'll make it to Tangier. I could technically also go after them, but I don't think that's necessarily a great idea at the moment. Because, well, their force is probably going back. Didn't I try to build railroads here? I'm so confused. I have railroads here. That's very odd. They always want to block it there somehow. Well, once they are there, let's send you over to Rome. It's a shame it's on Austria, because I can attack Austria whenever I feel like anyhow. So that kind of sucks. Now, this conquest war goal. So they'll be busy for a while. Whoops, never mind. Let's go back. I mean, a 20k stack like this, it's not even that bad, but I would need to mass my forces. As it is currently, I just need to be careful for a bit. I'm gonna take them down. That's not into the Gulf of Cadiz. Oh, that's up there. Yeah, sure. That's unfortunate, but it's not the biggest deal. Let's see, because they all decide to go and move about in that area. Let's see if I can make it over there. Because if I do... Yeah. Okay, well... Never mind that then. If that's the case, I want to do something with these forces here, and what better thing to do? Johor is at attack in... Oh, acquisition of British Johor. Okay. Wow. That might make things easier, because then I can just take British Malaya at some point. Aceh has, I believe, maybe more than Brunei, but let's go for Brunei first. It gives me something to do with the Japanese forces. Mostly. They probably want a containment, yeah. Well, let's go and start trying to take their territory. The Russians... Yeah, okay, I mean... Let's get them all together, because it seems like I cannot avoid this this attack here. It also means I'm probably best off just putting everything in Cape Bon for the moment. Seems like it means that these guys are at least a little bit startled by that. Which also seems to avoid a follow-up on these, because they're now indeed looking for other things. Pretty interesting on that. I'm gonna take some French territory first, or Spanish territory, because now at least I can get more war claims on them. For the Russians, okay, supposedly not going well enough again. Against the Spanish, let's just start with taking the Spanish All Reef, which is only 2. Also, in a way that will allow me, hopefully, to end the war whenever I feel like. Oh, they're not even going in there. Wow, that's weird. And I will try to take Taza. Now, the good thing about taking both of those areas is that besides Morocco at that point, I will, also be able to take Algeria, and then I have that entire region there. 4 against 0. That's nice. Let's join these together and pick out the bad fleets. Those that are at least below 50 or below 60. Let's do 60. Okay, so then we have 11 left. These guys don't seem to do anything, but I'd rather go after this stack of 2. Actually, let's get you in here. And yeah, let's get them both. So then they'll join together, and then we'll attack this this next fleet down there. Seems like a deal. And they cannot escape either. Let's just hold them there for a little bit, though. So I'm also going for Taza. Now, Spain is just in general relatively weak, and at least taking the Spanish Law Reef and Taza now, well, just means that my war score will be racking up. And I do hope to be besieging entire Spain in the not so distant future, but okay, well, that was to be expected. The fact that the Germans, really? Ugh, they're allied with the Ottomans. Screw that. Okay, so things are going to be a bit tougher now. Because with the Germans out there, they might pretty easily be able to get down here. But I can maybe block them in Zurich. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. The fact that I don't have that many troops at this point does become quite a bit of a liability. We'll see how it goes. I mean, in order to win the wars, I'm gonna have to continue besieging this. My war against Spain is not going super amazing, so that, I mean, I'm technically winning. But okay, let's actually... Yeah, the Germans are already coming. Okay. Alright, I will just allow them to take that. That they take Tunis shouldn't matter too much, I think. Damn it, they were too fast. Germany is a big deal because they're very powerful. Alright, I need to attack this fleet, by the way. Because they are going to land troops, and it is going to be a problem. If I can... if they move out, I can block them. Please go. I'm gonna have to take a look. Do you have to be that slow, man? Always love it when my allies are giving each other access like that. 1721, huh? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go back and try to defeat that stack here. I might make peace with Spain fairly quickly if that serves me. One thing I'm not too pleased about, though, is the fact that these Russians are now also conveniently coming in there to attack. And I'll certainly wait there a bit. It's already 26th. Let's go in there. I've attacked 1, defense 3, but the goal now is hopefully that if I can beat them fast enough and then just hold that, then the Germans can't easily attack. Wow. Can we please kill them? I mean, I don't care that this guy's dead. I just want to win this battle. Okay. We'll have other leaders with defense. I mean, +3 defense is really good, but... we'll have to make do. And another thing that I'll have to make... Sweet. What a coincidence. Everything's pretty bad at the same time. Let's mobilize because I need to defeat this here stack. Okay. Let's try to do that. When will they arrive? 30th of March. Can we get a decent roll sometimes? Sometimes. Can I get a decent roll? Never, never. Good rolls are impossible. Just for the record, probably against Germany, I'll try to make peace as fast as possible as well. Okay, there's just no way I can attack that fleet in my current state. But I will say that I'm actually pretty happy with that thing that is going on with that German attack right there. Lucerne, eh? Well, they seem to be able to bypass it anyway, so I might just as well move in here. Switch to a attack general. Guys, yeah. How manyth of March was it again? 30th. That is quite a shame. Okay. Once they were at 30, I am quite inclined to attack. I'll go for the Russians first, but let's switch up this general here. It was an absolute poop. Maybe it's a bit overambitious to want to have peace with Morocco here first, but I should have gone for a new war here. I'll try to defeat that Spanish stack. We're at 1% now. Okay, those Germans are dead. And I'm actually curious as to when these troops arrive. 12th of April, and then they can do their business by themselves. Okay, let's go after that first stack. I mean, there are two. Which of these are above 70? Ah, sweet. So bring in reinforcements. Now the Germans are really kicking at. Let's send all of them to Bologna there. Please attack go well. Okay, that one is going pretty decently. All this stuff is pretty crazy. Okay, let's leave the Germans alone for the moment, and now go down here towards the this Ottoman stack, unsiege our territory, and then save the princess. Everybody will be happy. Or something like that. How about it, Spain? No. Well, that's quite unfortunate, isn't it? That's also on siege. I actually think well, no fear. We'll have to beat another one of their stacks to maybe get them to their senses. Huh. Okay. Both of these could charge on the first attack, but let's make sure they at least arrive at somewhat of the same time. Let's have all of these just stay there. These guys can take this. Currently at 2% war exhaustion. They still wouldn't, huh? Well, I have my hands full with these Germans over here. So I'll be busy for a little bit. But currently we're holding out actually fairly well, which I'm actually somewhat surprised about. I have to keep a reasonable eye on Brunei though. Although I still have 96 days left anyhow. What I don't like though is that, well actually those guys will be busy, so let's try to even the numbers and unsiege some stuff. Meanwhile, I'll have you go down, go and deal with some German troops. Hey Spanish, if you want to cross, you can be my guest. They don't seem to be too excited to cross yet, unfortunately. They're actually getting into burn, huh? Can't get them there. Been trying to unsiege, but third, huh? Okay. I mean, their fleets are doing quite poorly either way, so maybe you guys should take it easy for the moment like that. And let's have you go to Rome. Interestingly enough, Germany isn't doing too well. Yep, let's cream that stack. This might be a bit of a problematic attack though, we'll see. That's decent. Decent enough. I don't like this though. I mean, you can't win them all, always. These guys are almost done for. I just can't believe I'm actually doing this. How are we, Germany? We're at 11. Well, that's not particularly amazing, but all right, Spain is already almost ready. That means that at least against Spain I can technically make peace whenever I feel like, but if this is going well, then I don't see that many reasons. Where are they going? Gaeta. It's down here. They are done with their capture, which is somewhat unfortunate. Yeah, they'll actually go around. Let's see if I send some into Lucerne. They'll have to go around even more. I wonder what they'll do then. They seem to just need to go like that, but it makes them take a bit longer, so I have more time for everything down here. Okay, I'm actually gonna get out there, so 31st of July, eh? Sure. I can deal with that. That's fine. We're at 3%. I can take it. Did say I want to get them out. Please unsiege. Not yet. They got through, but they seem to be some of the last forces that they have. I'll just allow them for now. It's not a big deal. These guys can be busy unsieging. There are still quite a few Germans in all these places. I did tell my fleet to get out. That's no big deal. I'm gonna need to send troops into Corsica somehow, though. It's actually pretty funny that they got there. Alright, let's continue with Morocco. Brunei is almost done, which is good because my war justification there is also almost done. Interesting. Seems like Germany just is the war leader. Well, what could I possibly try to take from the Germans that would benefit me? Most likely that would be Hanover. Because taking Hanover, I'll probably... That would also allow me to get right next to the Netherlands. I'm not at war with the Netherlands now, but that would at some point be quite useful. But I don't need to do that at the moment. I'll take things slow on the diplo points. Also because I don't want to waste them, and I do feel that well, I haven't taken any Ottoman territory either way. I cannot actually get to Germany. How much would they hate it if I take on over? Heh, 45, huh? How about North German Schleswig-Holstein? That's just 3 provinces, but probably also not too great. How about North German Württemberg? That's 5. And against the Ottomans, there will be Tripoli. Let's take it up a notch against Spain too. With something fairly uninteresting. And against the Russians, there is actually Sakhalin that I can ask for, which is only 5. So if they at some point decide that peace is going to be their thing, we can just do it for that, and that would then have to be enough. Wow. Yeah, so for the moment I'll continue taking fairly uninteresting pieces of territory, and like I said, I'm just kind of looking to make peace whenever I can now. Yep, alright. I cannot build anything or take anything in Brunei. But it gives me another naval base around this area, which is also quite nice actually. And since I'll soon be going for Aceh, I'm actually quite pleased with my progress in Asia for the moment. Would they actually accept? Well, we're going to see on the 6th of September. I can hardly imagine that that is going to be the last stack. Right, and you know what? Here we go. Establishing protectorate. Burma is quite big, but I could already conquest it. That would put me right next to Britain, so that is actually quite a danger. Apparently, Siam, I would have to attack twice, even though it's a primitive nation too. It might be a lot safer to go for Siam a first time. Another thing that I could do is also go after these territories here to give me a halfway point between Egypt and the other Asian colonies. That's probably also quite a good idea, I would think. Yeah, either way, I'm gonna wrap things up here. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you on the next time. See you then. Take care. Bye-bye.